Okay, so just in case you need to know who the pro losers are, watch Vegas Matt and his merry men, his mad crew, betting every time they belly up to a table game, betting like it's their first ever visit to a casino. I mean, complete madness, stupidity. Watch John Sirasani, who claims to be the greatest blackjack player who ever sat down at a blackjack table, and you will see somebody who is so just completely out of touch with the arithmetic, the mathematics of blackjack, that it's pathetic, really. And then there's crazy Cody Burn Money, who throws tens of thousands at a sequence of shoes that deliver 37 consecutive losses. I mean, this is intense, amazing stupidity. And it's exactly the way the casinos want you to behave. What they need is they need people with lots of money and zero brains. And, mostly they get what they want. Those are the folks who built the casinos. They are the people who keep Las Vegas and all the other gambling cities around the world in profit. And basically, what it comes down to is that if you bet flat or you bet randomly, then negative expectation will eat you alive. It will swallow your bankroll. If you used your noodle, as I used to say to my grandkids, you have a chance of coming out a winner way more often than you have in the past. And, I'm not going to tell you that pattern betting will always win, but I'll tell you what, it's bloody hard to beat. Oh, I do want to add a shout out to Google's Gemini AI program, which it's not perfect yet, but by golly, it comes out with stuff that's precisely as requested. Because what I wanted was something that looked like a biblical tablet, and that's what they gave me, and I just love it. So if you want to play around with AI as a creator of images that illustrate the points that you're trying to get across in whatever argument or whatever presentation you're involved in, it's something to think about. I think this is absolutely great, and I'm appreciative because it doesn't cost any money. All right, so yet again, another day, another session, another heap of material that needs to go through the editor, but instead, I'm I'm back at the tables, the virtual tables, the funny money tables. Last one, double. I was lucky. Last one. Oi, Ratso. 1-2. Is that a double down? It's a hit. Should have been a double down, shouldn't it? Okay. Ow! 51. 51, 51, 51. What did I just do? 2, 3. Nice one. Minimum. Double for the loss. Double for the tie. Minimum. because we got the doubles there, so we don't repeat. +1. +1. 1, 2. Oh, cruel. Oh boy. 3, 4. I should flip him well. Coco. Are we? 51. Repeat. 1, 2. Ooh, bloody ace. 3, 4. Double down. That was lovely. I do like those. Don't we all? Double for the tie. Push. Sorry. 51. Repeat. 1, 2. Oh, that's a squeaker. Minimum. Double for the loss. Repeat. 51. Double. 3, 4. I'll take it. I like flukes. I'm in favour of luck. Double for the loss. Double down. Oh boy. That's like 2, 3, I think. 5, 6. 11, 6. Drop. Nicely. 8, 6. 14, 15. We'll call that. That was not so good. 3, 4. So we're going to have to run away from this one. Bear with me, because I can't make the next bet, which should be 3, 4 in thousands. Okay, so now we've gagged to a, and gag means get up and go if you've never been here before. We've gagged to a 1,000 to 25,000, and the bet is 4, 3, 4. Ouch. Damn it. Got to go 7, 8. Some days you just can't make it. 15, 8, and the drop has to be 3. 12, 8. 4, 5. Well, isn't that tidy? Okay, so we didn't make a whole lot that time, but we came out with a profit of 4,000 over here, and got to go back to the minimums now. So got to run away from this one. This is a retreat, not a gag. Okay, back in cheap territory. I think that's a plus, isn't it? That's a double. Ow. Okay. So that's, oops, did that wrong. 2, 3. 5, 6. That was good. Bummer. Double. Uh, that's a repeat, I think. It's a 51. That's a 2, 3. All right, back to the min. And he's really struggling. Okay, now I've lost myself. 5, 6, maybe. I think that was about right. Double for the loss. Oh, nicely. That was nicely too, wasn't it? Minimum. It's like 1, 2, I think. Excuse me. Double for the loss. Double for the push. Double for the push. Oh, okay, not so good. I think that's got to be 4, 5 again. I'm not sure. Oh, I like that. I think that was an overbet again, but trying to control my tilts, not always succeeding. 1, 2. Bugger. Oh, double bugger. again, it went to 3-4. Oh, that was just showing off. 7-8. Nicely timed. Uh, 2-3. Double. I love it. I love it. All right, play this one to the end and then hopefully won't have to roll over. +1. 1-2. Double. Love it, love it, love it. Catching some good ones. Like that, for instance. But not like that. 51. 2-3. Minimum. Very fancy. Repeat. I'm greatly in favour of dealer 22s, but only when they pay the player. Double for the loss. Repeat. Double. I think that's good enough. Well, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think we're dangling a quarter there, but I've had enough. 16, 17 minutes. I think it's about a 7,000 win, but that's just a guess. Right. All right. So this is another one of those blackjack sessions which I prefer because it shows a negative expectation, a quite clear house advantage, which pattern betting has, as usual, completely trounced. And as I explained in the in the intro to this particular demo, I had AI create a biblical style tablet for me, which carries what the casinos pretend is the 11th commandment. Any amount bet against a negative expectation must have a negative result. And again, as I explained in the intro, it's bullshit. It only works if you bet like a Pratt. In other words, if you bet like Vegas Matt or Bobby Rivas or Degen Dolt or Bretsky or Crazy Cody burn money, or on and on and on. There are just so many of them, and they're all performers. They're all shills. They're working for the casino industry. They want you to see what fun it is to win and how exciting it is to lose. It's just, it's kind of demoralizing. And I don't know how many more of these I'm going to have to put up, but I guess I have to be honest with myself and say, hey, I like doing it. So, I'm just going to keep on doing it. And every single one of these just proves my point again and again and again and again. So here we have negative expectation, 4.5%, indicated result, which is what you get if you take that 4.5%, negative 4.5%, and you multiply it by the total action, 43,400, average bet 430. You come out with pretty much a $2,000 loss, but we won 6,000, just a shade over 6,000, 13.9% of total action. And it's hard to get across to people simply because their knee-jerk response. Yeah, a bit of an interruption there. If only I had a job that didn't require me to talk. There are probably a few people out there who wish the same thing. But anyway, for most people, it's kind of a knee-jerk thing. It's sort of like, well, you can't possibly know what's coming up. So how can you possibly bet more, when you win or win more when you win than you lose when you lose? And it's absolutely simple. It's completely logical. It's numerate. It's mathematical. It's scientific. It's all of those things. And I keep proving it, but it's still something that a lot of people struggle with. So anyway, I'm really rather pleased with this stone tablet here that was created for me by Google's Gemini, which is kind of fun. I mean, I wouldn't put any serious money out on AI yet because it's a little bit unpredictable. But when I ask for images from Google AI, I get some gorgeous ones, and I also use it for birthday cards and some messages, sometimes little joke things and all the rest. And it's fun, But it's not there yet. Let's face it. So what do we have? I think I better go back up to the top because it's better explained there, really. Average win 606, average loss 385, average win value over average loss value 157%, which is decent. There were 49.5 wins because that takes into account paybacks on naturals. 54 losses. That's what gives us the 4.5% negative expectation there. The total risk was close to 20,000. So that makes the 6,000 win a decent return on risk. I mean, this was, what was it? It was like, I don't know, 20 minutes, something like that? No, maybe a bit more. Certainly less than half an hour. And so, we lend the house some money. We lend the house 20 grand, and then they give us back 26 grand inside half an hour. I mean, I don't think that's so terrible. I mean, do you? Seriously? Anywho, there we are. Oh God, I've got to stop saying that. I sound like a used car salesman or a politician or a realtor or somebody like that. But anyway, no who's. Going to pattern betting, did pretty much the same, 10.9%. Action was a little bit more. That happens sometimes. The indicated outcome slightly worse, just over nearly 2,200. But all of this is completely supportable by arithmetic, by mathematics, by numeracy, by common sense, by logic. I'll keep on saying that until I breathe my last, which sometimes feels a bit closer than other times. And the other thing that really pisses me off here is, you go and look at double or drop, which is not my favourite way of doing things, but it's just another approach to progressive betting. And by golly, it's performing at 12.1% versus pattern betting's 9%. It's got a total action which is a third of pattern betting's. It's got a win which is 44%. So that makes it, superior at this point. This is this is a method that I first developed, I don't know, 12, 15 years ago, something like that. I like pattern betting better, largely because it's not as obvious. It's not as in your face as far as dealers and pit staff, pit critters and so on are concerned. But it's progressive betting. It is facing a negative expectation and it's kicking ass, So every time I hear that nonsense from the casino bids, from the Shills, the Vegas Mats and so on, and why do I keep attacking Vegas Matt? Well, number one, he's the king of the Shills. He's the big dog in the kennel. He's losing ground a little bit, I think. Well, he's actually gaining ground, but people are catching up to him, is what I more honestly should say, or more accurately should say. But he's come after me 4 times to try and shut me down. And I think that's very unfriendly. And also, he's the worst punter I've seen other than John Sirasani, who is a lunatic. Wait a minute. No, John, in all fairness, I think Crazy Cody is even dumber than you are, but it's a tough call, to be honest. Anyway, there you have it. Pattern betting. Nope, that's the other thing. Let's go and have a look at pattern betting. Ta-dum. That should work. Yep. Okay, so this never changes, obviously, from one to the other because each one of these and you can check these outcomes against the video if you want to. You're very welcome to. But you see, the trouble is that in the audience that I've got, they are a tiny minority. They're the people who might actually go and look to make sure that I'm not fiddling anything. But most punters are too dumb, too drunk, too tired, too stupid to check anything out before they put their money down on a table. And it's ridiculous. And what I saw in all the years that I lived in Nevada, almost 30 of them, and I was betting regularly in Nevada for nearly 40 years. What I saw was horror story after horror story, and people, you might say, are entitled to do what they want with their money. Problem is, very often it's not their money. It's their family's money. It's their kids' money. It's their creditors' money. It's their boss's money. That's the big problem with, widespread, legalized, but still cruelly immoral gambling. It just shouldn't be as available as it is. And YouTube should be shut down. Vegas Matt is quite right, but everybody should be shut down, especially him. So that's where we're at. Anyway, I will talk to you some other time. Bye.